Hi everyone and welcome to the Spike Feed. My name is Nathan and today we're going to be playing round 4 of a deck that I'm calling Jeskai Pyromentor. We lost round 1 to allies. We won round 2. We lost round 2 against Death and Taxes. Kind of unfortunate, like the last game 3, we drew like 3 or 4 lands in a row in an 18 land deck, so kind of feel like we got hit by variance on that one. Round 3, we managed to scrape a win together against Boggles, which is undoubtedly one of the worst matchups. And here we are with round 4. Don't have anything yet to say about the deck. I don't think I'm playing it optimally. I'm definitely a player that needs to practice and play with the deck a lot before I feel like I start playing it anywhere near its capability. But you know, it's fun to play. Nice to cantrip, draw cards, counter spells, do that kind of thing. So that being said, I want to go ahead and continue with the matches, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, looks like we have an opponent, and we won the die roll. So let's play first. Yeah, this looks great. Let's see here. Do we Serum Visions? I don't necessarily think that we need to. I mean, it is a consideration. But I think I'm okay to just hold up Spell Pierce and then maybe play the Sulphur Falls, play a Grim Lavamancer, and continue to hold up Spell Pierce. Do we Spell Pierce a Gataxian Probe? I don't think so. So the Gataxian Probe could be Storm, it could be Infect, could be Delver. Those are the most likely candidates. Misty Rainforest. What could Misty Rainforest mean? Let's go ahead and play Grim. Now, drawing a land would be great. Could it be Suicide Zoo? No, it must be... I wonder if it's like Blue Moon or something. Okay. Well, we're going to find out. Ooh. I want to get value out of this young Pyromancer for sure. I mean, we're not necessarily under any pressure. I guess I can just attack. I can just Serum Visions and attack with Grim Lavamancer. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if that's the correct sequence. I'm still learning a lot about how to play this deck. Spell Snare, Remand, and Probe. I think that we can go ahead and burn this probe just to find out what we're playing against. I'm actually going to put Remand on the bottom because I really do want to draw a third land. Okay, so it definitely turned out to be Storm. So we could use the Remand, but the Spell Pierce and the Spell Snare are going to be great. He may just try to shove an Ascension through, knowing that we have a Spell Pierce. If he just taps out for Spell Pierce, if he taps out for Ascension, Obviously, we're going to spell. He may do that because he thinks he can just force it through, not knowing that we have the snare. So, okay. Well, we're just going to go ahead and do we attack with Grim or shoot him with Grim? I think we actually we're going to attack for... Actually, I think we can just attack because well, if he plays a Goblin Electromancer, why didn't Storm? I didn't take a picture. I'm not taking pictures of anything. I'm playing like really loose. All these games, just not playing well at all. If he plays Electromancer, I think I'd rather kill it with Grim Lavamancer. Either way, I can just Grim his face. So I think I'm trying to think of what does more damage over time. Like, because then if I do this, then I get both of these spells out of my graveyard. I am going to attack, and if he doesn't do anything, then I'm going to bolt into turn. As soon as our opponent passes priority, we did sort of tank there for a while. I sort of tanked there for a while. No. Attack. Sure. So I actually think, let's see. I think we just spell pierce this. We need to try to draw a land. Lots of Ascensions. Another Electromancer. Let's see what we draw. Remand. So let's see. I can shoot this with Grim Lavamancer. I think I want to try to keep my bolts. Next turn is going to be... I think we definitely need to kill this. I'm going to use this to do it. The reason I'm doing that is these represent more damage potential, and I want to try to actually kill our opponent with them. I'm just really beginning to wonder if 18 lands is enough, because I've had... Maybe it needs to be like 19, because I've had some mana struggles that have prevented me from just playing the number of spells that I need to play. So he didn't have a land, so if he drew a land, then he can play a ritual. I think we just go ahead and spell snare this. So if he has a land, then he could... Okay, so he's just thought scouring. All right. All right, well, we're going to have to attack here. So he still has... he's minus an Ascension. His last draw was a Thought Scour. So we know 4 of his cards, 2 we don't. Okay, so if we remand this, I'm really tempted to remand. That's what I'm going to do. God, I just cannot draw a land. All right, so I think we're... I wouldn't be... He drew a card off Thought Scour. He drew a card off of... He's going to draw a card first turn, so that's an additional 2 draw steps. We're going to be able to mono-leak the next... the next Pyromancer's Ascension. But he has another one. Maybe we draw a land. Alright, so we're going to mana leak here. And he may be able to get one down, but there's nothing we can really do about that. Alright, Serum Visions. Alright, so we know he has at least one more Ascension. So Snapcaster Mage Spell Snare if we draw a land. Alright, for the record, we are losing this game because we just can't cast any more spells. We cannot cast enough spells a turn. Yep. So if we bolt this now, this resolves. He makes 3 red mana. He has access to then 4. He can play a Pyromancer's Ascension, and he has 3 additional cards. So he's 4 cards in hand now. We only know about one of them. I doubt he's going to hurt himself enough that we can kill him with the bolt. I mean, maybe we just let this resolve and see if we can... I don't know that he's going to win this turn. I'm going to let this resolve because I'm not confident that... I mean, I don't think that like bolting the Goblin Electromancer is going to necessarily... like win me the game. All right, so if he has another ritual, this would be the one to counter. All right, so he's 1 card in hand, so that's good for us. Okay, so now Ascension would activate. All right. Send a bolt upstairs. We really need to draw a red land. I guess we can Serum Visions and try to hit another land. We really just... we need to bolt and Grim Lavamancer. Oh wait, I'm just dumb. We can just Jeskai Charm him. I'm not used to having a spell in my hand that hits for 4. All right. Can't believe we scraped that win together. Okay, so Core Firewalker is reasonable. I think Click is good. Explosives, Dispel, Celestial Purge. I actually think that... I don't think Path is good at all. Actually, Staticaster could be good as well in case he goes on the Empty the Warrens plan. Obviously, we went that as well. So let's see. This is everything that we would bring in. What is bad? I don't think Grim Lavamancer is particularly good. The Permission is invaluable. And I don't think the Electrolyzes or the Charms are fantastic. So this would actually just give us an even 60. And I think that that's fine. All right, let's give this a try. Yeah, I mean, we definitely keep this. We have early counter spells, Core Firewalker. Probably just going to play Snapcaster Mage. so we can hold up permission as a beater. Might as well just see what we're... Well, actually, we know we're not going to do anything regardless, so I'm gonna hold off on taking a peek with probe. And I think it's more important to just see what he has in his hand and know how to navigate this than it is to just to get value. Metamorphose. I feel like he's just sure. I think he's just gonna try to go empty Warrens mode. That's my guess. So I'm gonna spell snare this. This kind of means that he burns up 2 cards in his hand and accomplishes 0. Well, it really just, I guess, burned up once its Metamorphose replaces itself. Now I'm going to go ahead and look what's up here. Okay, Blood Moon. So he... so he was just trying to go for an early Blood Moon, which we've seen in some earlier games. Rather, I was playing Geist and some Storm player turn 2 Blood Mooned me. So if you go, I'm assuming he's going to go for Blood Moon, but I guess we'll see. Well, obviously we have to keep the leak up. And per usual, if he goes for Blood Moon, then drawing a land would be great so we can snap Spell Snare the Pyromancer's Ascension, but I'm not totally confident that our deck is going to deliver. I might want to start... I probably should have started fetching basics at some point in case he draws another Blood Moon. I can imagine him bringing in a couple of them. Land. Okay, that's nice. I think we pass here. I'm kind of eating my words. Spell Pierce would be sweet. Alright, so I think we're just going to have to, at this point, our plan is to Snapcaster Mage and then Young Pyromancer and Serum Visions next turn. I guess we could also fire off a Helix just so we get value out of it. Yeah, maybe that's better because we can technically still go Snapcaster Mage and then flashback Ataxian Probe if we want to. I'm going to do that. All right. No. Yes. Actually, it might have been smarter to put the bolt on the bottom to try to draw a land, because we can engineer explosives for 2, which technically kills our young Pyromancer, which is not ideal, but probably better for us. Although we are going to get him to... If we don't die this turn, this is going to put him to... I mean, I should just F6. If we don't die this turn, then he's at effectively 4, and then that bolt puts him at 1. Probably dead at this point. That's encouraging. Yeah, I think we just have to pass. I'm just considering, how to best use our bolt and our Snapcaster Mage. I mean, we're gonna bolt at the end of this turn, but I'm trying, that'll put him to 4, and if we also play a snap and attack, then he'll be at 2. So he could be dead if we don't die this turn, if we draw another bolt. But if we don't, then I'm just gonna fire off the bolt. It doesn't seem that he has a whole lot right now. Dispel's not a bad thing to draw, I suppose. Do we want this engineered explosives? No. Okay. So if we don't die, then snap, bolt, attack will get it done. All right, so I managed to eke one out. So we're 2-2. I guess if I can manage to finish 3-2 in my first league with this deck, I won't be disappointed. 18 lands is real low, man. There's been a couple of games now where I just did not draw enough lands. 3 is okay. I can get by on 3 lands, I think, in this deck, but 2 is does not feel like it's enough. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the match. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in round 4. Have a good night, and talk.